Ciao ragazzi, this is Talk Calcio TV on YouTube. As you can tell, after the highs of last night when Juventus knocked out Spurs, we're a bit deflated tonight as the other team from North London, Arsenal, have come to the San Siro and quite frankly bossed AC Milan, the Rossonerri, in their own backyard. The game is, finished AC Milan 0, Arsenal 2. Henrik Mkhitaryan struck after 15 minutes and then just before half-time, Mesut Ozil, that man again, what a game he had tonight for the Gunners, set up Aaron Ramsey to take the ball around Donnarumma into an empty net. Now, we're not going to make excuses here. Look at the Arsenal squad compared to Milan's squad. Arsenal a much stronger squad. Let's not make any hesitals of that one. But AC Milan offered very little tonight. Arsenal have been on a bad run. Milan have been on a good run. They hadn't conceded for 569 minutes, and to concede after 15 minutes and then again on 45 minutes, they've given themselves mission impossible at the Emirates. And tonight they gave themselves a mountain to climb. Too many key players, if you ask me, just not at the races for them. Cutrone, Suso, Bonaventura, Keisha, even in the centre of defence, Alessio Romagnoli and this man, Leonardo Bonucci, they just made so many mistakes. If you look at the goals and that, so many misplaced passes, I just don't know how they can possibly come back from this now, AC Milan. Rino Gattuso, in his day, he was a man full of fire, full of passion. I would have liked to have been in the AC Milan changing room tonight. I think it would have been a bit more than just the hairdryer treatment. But, it looks as if their quest for European football is as good as over. They now need to pick up the league form, possibly get Champions League. Very slim hopes they might be able to keep that alive. They might just sneak into the Europa League. But tonight, before the game, the build-up, the choreography inside the San Siro, Arsenal players, I'm sure, would have been terrified at one point, thinking, this is like a cup tie here. It's going to be a scalp. But, Milan just offered very little. It was a whimper, let's be honest. But I will say, credit to Arsenal. Whatever anyone says about Arsene Wenger, let's not forget his legacy, what he's done for the Gunners. And tonight, they turned up in a stage like the San Siro away from home to come here and win 2-0. Just like they did in 2008, of course, when AC Milan were holders of the Champions League and knocked them out. Of course, it was the first time since the teams met since 2012. Of course, Milan won that one 4-0 that day, coached by Massimo Allegri. They would lose the return leg at the Emirates, of course, 3-0, but they would still go through. I don't think somehow the return leg next week is going to be as close, that's for certain. The Rossonerri already 2-0 down. I just don't know where a goal's going to come from. Arsenal were resolute, they've done their job, disciplined. There you go, all the way back to North London, very happy on the flight home. I've got to say, really, really disappointed with AC Milan tonight. I would have expected them to have just kept something going into the second leg, but very little, and they never looked like scoring. So, bad night for Italian football after such a good one last night, but that's our opinion. But tell us what you think then of tonight's game. Did Milan, were they scared of Arsenal? Did they offer too little? Arsenal, was it easy work for them? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to Talk Calcio TV on YouTube. And in our next episode, of course, we will bring you the build-up to this weekend's games. Tomorrow night, we will also have reaction after the game Roma and Torino is finished. So don't forget to tune in for that one. Arrivederci. Ciao.